Hello, this is Beer Cocktails. I'm your host, Pierre. Today we begin a week-long series of Orphan Black cocktails, which I wanted to do last week. Sucks I couldn't because I was only on vacation. I worked countless hours. We had to set up the TV wall and everything. There's no way I could actually got the week done, so I did promotion week instead. But this was supposed to be last week. Gonna do it last week. Doing it this week. Series already premiered, so this is definitely something that's worth looking into. But this is actually going to be the Sarah's Identity Crisis, because this is actually Orphan Black series. We're going to create one for each clone of the primary ones. We have her, Rachel, Casima, all of them. And this one actually is going to have elements of both her and the person whose identity she winds up stealing. If you watch the first episode, you see Beth Childs actually jumps in front of a train, subway, whatever the hell it was, and basically kills herself. Why exactly, nobody really knows. But you do find out later on that somebody is killing off the clones one by one. Maybe that's the reason why. Don't fully know. Maybe they're onto her. She became basically self-aware. When you're self-aware, they want to kill you. But the idea of this one, you're having some elements of Sarah. Sarah is a con artist. She loves to steal. Sarah adds some gin, also because she's the fact that she's European. She's from London, England, whatever she's from. But she has a really deep accent. So you add some gin for that. Gold Rum because she likes to steal. Beth Childs, she has a lot of attitude. She likes to custom. She basically tells you how it is, and she's a little bit headstrong. So for that, you're adding sour mix that had that bite, that bit of attitude with that. And you're also going to have a little bit of 151 proof rum, because, well, that's going to definitely put some curses on you at the end, because you're going to be cussing because you'll be drunk. So this one's actually going to have a lot of the elements. At the end, it's going to have a splash of grenadine to show, well, Beth Childs died. And this is the beginning. Can't wait to do the rest of the cocktails. 6 cocktails. It's definitely worth it. But I'll show you exactly how this one's done. Alright. First thing you want to do is you want to take your gin. And that's going to be at 1 ounce. Then you take your Gold Rum, also going to be 1 ounce. You want to take Solerno Blood Orange Liqueur. That's only going to be about 1/2 ounce because this stuff has a lot of potency as far as flavor goes. And also, well, clone dies. Blood orange. You want to take a splash, a dark 151. Just a splash. You don't want to do too much because you're only getting the idea, but you don't want to make this thing overpowered as far as potency goes. Then you're taking 1 ounce of sour mix. Then 3 ounces orange juice. Now, the funny thing about this whole series, this one's actually all new, this particular cocktail. I made this about less than an hour ago. I designed it. And also Friday's going to be completely new. But the other ones are ones I created for a friend about a year or so ago, because she wanted to have a party for, like, just basically an Orphan Black party, just because. And I wanted to do it. I never watched the show. Didn't have a clue what it was about. Watched the entire series in like 3 days. So there's only 10 episodes per season, so I can watch it all in a day or so. So now I have a better understanding of the characters and how it all plays out. But the basis for each character and each cocktail that I designed is still pretty damn good. So most of them keep it just as is. But this is brand new, because originally I made this, it was Beth's haul, or Sarah's haul, which was basically Gold Schlager and a couple other things. But then you find out more that she's stealing somebody's identity, so it's a bit of an identity crisis. So that actually fit better. So that was my idea. And then the last thing you want to do to this, add a splash of Grenadine for the blood of Beth. There you have it. It's Orphan Black, Sarah's Identity Crisis. Now this is actually going to have a lot of rum flavor because this is pretty strong, and then you also got the 151. It's going to have that tart juniper notes from the gin. You're definitely going to notice that. Solerno, if you ever had Solerno, it's orange liqueur, but it's blood orange liqueur. It's very potent to me. It kind of tastes like Fruit Loops. That's just my opinion. You might think differently. But for me, it kind of tastes like Fruit Loops. So it's definitely going to stand out. But as you see, it's a really cool looking cocktail. Just looks like a sunrise. Let's try it out. It's actually pretty good. You can definitely taste the gin. And that Solerno is definitely coming out throughout that. The sour mix just gives that slight sour element to it. It gives it that bite that Beth is known for. The gin, it's just a perfect balance of herbal notes in there. Then you're getting like all the other different things. The 151, even that splash, this tiny little splash, you're getting a slight amount of that flavor, that bite that you get from 151. You're definitely tasting the regular rum and everything else with that. But this is a really cool cocktail. You can take it, you can stir it if you want to mix a Grenadine in there, but just like that, it's actually pretty cool. Serve it with a straw if you want, add a garnish of an orange. Either way, it's great. Definitely gotta try this one out. Now, if you watched the Orphan Black series, let me know what you think about Sarah. How the whole idea with her and Beth, and then how Helena came out in there, and then the sister, or as she says, sister. It's really cool. I love this series. I just watched the first episode. I believe the second episode should be on my DVR, so I'm definitely going to watch that one too. But it's a cool series. If you ever get a chance to watch it. And I don't watch BBC America. I never watch it. That's one reason that was throwing me off from even watching it to begin with. Because I was thinking, it's just a bunch of European actors just acting. Because if you ever watch some of the old like Masterpiece Theaters and things on PBS or English, they kind of look weird in my opinion. It's not Americanized type television. This, even though it's BBC, it's Americanized. It's good acting, has American actors, English actors, Russian actors, even though they're the same person. But it's a really good series. And it's going to be a really good cocktail and a really good series of cocktails. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm really looking forward to the final cocktail at the end, which is actually a shooter. But let me know what you guys think. If you watch the series, let me know what you think of that too. But as always, drink responsibly, subscribe, like us, and submit your recipes.